Hadi bakalım.
Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. We are back again, and as you can tell from the title of this video, we are back with the 2022 NXT 2.0 cards from Panini. We've talked quite a bit about these cards. Last episode, we had a card that we pulled, and I didn't tell you what my favorite card was. And I'm not going to tell you right now, because first we have to explain the rules. The Wrestling Pack Challenge rules are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company, any era, from around the world. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series ends when all cards are obtained. Each pack is a smaller video inside the larger aspect of the Wrestling Pack Challenge. And last but not least, number 3, the wild card and discussion part that tells you about my favorite cards. And my favorite card in the last pack was that Alexa Bliss card. That card was cool. The Dante Chin one, I think it was Dante Chin, the green parallel, that was super cool too. But the cards that we are looking for in this set, Solo Sikoa, whether it be parallel, autograph, or even the base card rookie, Finn Balor cards, and a Gigi Dolan. Those are the cards that we are looking for in this set. And it doesn't matter if they're parallels, it doesn't matter if it's a base card. Those are the cards that we're looking for. But we've talked about this pack a handful of times. And so far what we've got 26 base cards. We've got 1 insert, and we've got roughly 2 to maybe 3 parallel cards. That's not including the gold foil name cards. We have a big group of cards, as you can see right here. That's a parallel. That's the green. That's one of the green parallels. That's a gold foil. I'm not going to include those, even though you can include those. With this set in particular, some of the set, some of the parallels aren't numbered, is what I've come to find out. Some of these cards are not numbered. Some of the parallels are not numbered. The gold foil names is considered a parallel, but it's not a numbered parallel. And then even some of the parallels, like that Dante Chin, it's not a numbered parallel. The numbered are another version of the parallels. So when I told you last episode in this NXT set that these card sets can get a little bit chaotic sometimes with what they have and the amount of cards that you have to obtain to even get a full set. So whenever I'm talking about getting parallel sets and stuff like that, and the amount that it raises the base structured set, it gets into the crazy numbers, because this set roughly 450 cards. That's not including parallels. So if you take that green parallel, you have all the green numbered, you have all the versions of it that are green, but then you also have the numbered versions, and then you have the gold foil name versions, and then you have all the other parallels, the silver parallels, the blue parallels, the purples, the NXT 2.0, which is like a tie-dye version, I think. Then you have the black and golds, and then you have the straight blacks. Pause. And then you have all kinds. These card sets are crazy, y'all. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to obtain as many as we physically possibly can. So before we get into this pack, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys want to see me open more of these, whether it be these or any other cards, you've got to watch these videos. You've got to comment down below, and you've got to do all of that stuff. But are you ready to get into this pack? Right now. Yeah, we're back again. I'm sorry, guys. We are back. We are back again in the blue box to open up another pack of cards. What is your guys' opinion of SummerSlam Night 1 with that finish? CM Punk winning the belt only to be upstaged by that dastardly duo of Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. Yes, I'm recording this late at night like I always do. We are 15 packs somewhere up here. We are 30 cards. We are getting ready to pull the next 15. Let's see if we can get any of that Solo Sikoa. Let's see if we can find that Finn Balor. Let's see if we can find a Gigi Dolan. Maybe we'll pull an autograph, a parallel. That would be some heat right there, baby, if we got one of those. Ooh, looky there. We got a Joe Gacy. Hell yeah. Good start. Good start. Triple H. The man. The man. There we go. Triple H. We got an Ilya Dragunov. I know we are looking for an Ilya Dragunov, but we are not looking for this Ilya Dragunov. Am I even getting these things in this view? There we go. Joe Gacy. I think I had my camera a little too high. Ilya Dragunov. What has been your favorite card so far that I've pulled out of this set? Tiger Turan. Ooh, we got another Ivy Nile. You know where that one goes. We got another Noam Dewar. Oh, we got another JC Jane. I think this is going to be a pack of doubles. I think this is going to be a... Man, we had a Rampage Brown. I think we had a Rampage Brown already. I know we had a JC Jane already. We had a Julius Creed already. We had a Carmelo Hayes already. Cora Jade. I don't think we've pulled Cora Jade yet. So that's a pretty cool card. Shaw Samuels. We've had that card already. You know what? I don't think we've had a Cora Jade yet. I will have to go back and look, and I will let you guys know in the next episode. Shaw Samuels. Tiger, or Ricochet. That's a pretty cool looking card of Ricochet. A base card. Ooh, looks like we got a green parallel right here. Raquel Rodriguez with the gold foil lettering. Is it a numbered card? Let's see. Ah, right there. There we go. Gigi Dolan. I believe this is a parallel. I believe this is the gold and black parallel. Right there. Hell yeah. This is the first time in any of the episodes of the of the Wrestling Pack Challenge that we've actually pulled a card that we've been looking for. This is the very first time. And it just happens to be a parallel. That's pretty badass. Gigi Dolan. Yep. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go through this. We're gonna go back through it. And I will let you know at the end of the video, or maybe I'll let you know at the next episode. Triple H, Joe Gacy, I like that Joe Gacy. I've liked Joe Gacy for a long time. I think that guy's a solid worker. I love Ilya Dragunov, man. This pack has been filled with heavy hitters, man. I'm telling you, that is awesome. Ricochet. The Raquel parallel. Bam. This has been a crazy pack. Ivy Nile. That's the second one we got of Ivy Nile. Noam Dar. JC Jane. Rampage Brown. I'm going to hold him back because I don't think we got a Rampage Brown yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got a Julius Creed. We've got a Carmelo Hayes. Shaw Samuels. Now these cards that are doubles, I know these ones are for sure. These don't get counted in our final tallies. It's only the cards that are new that get counted into the final tallies. But obviously, we are done with this episode. And the best card of the night is right here. G.G. Dolan. The black and gold parallel. I believe that's the black and gold parallel. I have to double check it. I'll let you guys know in the community notes if that's the black and gold. I'm pretty sure it is. But that's the card. That's one of the cards that we're looking for. And last but not least, what we always do, go out and check all of my social media. Go check out the Fight Club Wrestling Academy Facebook page where we do the Pro Wrestling Shoot series. Hopefully in the future, coming down the way, we will be able to get back into that and start doing more shoot interviews with pro wrestlers where I ask them one question about pro wrestling. You have a theme here, right? One question, one pack of cards. We get to be intimate with each other. Pause. We get to talk about our feelings and theories and ideas about this pro wrestling game that we love. And go check out the eBay store. That helps me out a lot until we get this channel monetized. We're going to keep ripping. We're going to keep ripping until we do. Much love, everybody. Take care. Peace out. See you next week. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. And as you can tell by the title of this video, we are back in the saddle. We are back in the house with the TNA Tristar packs from 2008. And we are going to get into this pack. But first, we've got to, man. We've got to explain the rules. The Wrestling Pack Challenge rules are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company, any country, any era, whether it's indies, it doesn't matter. If it's a wrestling card and it's in a pack, then we can try to find it. And we can open them, we can try to obtain those sets. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series ends when the set is complete. Number 3, the wild card and discussion section, which is one of my favorite parts to do. And that's what we're doing right now. We are discussing these packs. We're talking about these packs. We're not just burning through them like everybody else would do. We're actually going to talk about these cards. And we're going to talk about these cards. But first, I've got a question for you. A 2008 TNA trivia question for you guys. Who beat Kurt Angle in 2008 to become the TNA heavyweight champion? And it was his only TNA championship, heavyweight championship run. Let me know who you think that was. The people that we are looking for in this pack are Sting, Samoa Joe, and Homicide. What else do you want me to tell you about this pack? That this pack has 5 cards per pack, hand-signed TNA autographs, action memorabilia. They come roughly 280 plus cards, give or take a few, somewhere around there. Your inserts, your base cards. You got a couple of promo cards in there. What else? You want me to talk about the 200 and something plus autographs? We have the singles, the single autographs. We have the double autographs, and then we have the triple autographs. And then you have the memorabilia cards. You have the printing plate cards. Those are pretty cool. I've seen pictures of them. I would love to obtain one of those. This pack feels a little bit too light to be able to have one of those. What about the TNA, the 5 cards from this set that you can't get out of a pack, that you can only get from the TNA video game that came out in 2008? What else do you want me to tell you about this pack? That there's serial numbered cards in here? Or do you just want me to get into this pack and open them up and let you see what we got? We got Abyss in that last one. The Abyss is the #1 card so far. But guess what, guys? I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Let's get into this pack right now. We are back in the blue box, beating up on some TNA cards from 2008, baby. Like I said, we're on the hunt for Samoa Joe. We're on the hunt for Sting, and we are on the hunt for Homicide. If you guys know who that trivia question was about, put it down in the comment section below and let me know who you think this is. Now, these are 5 cards. This is going to be pretty quick, hopefully. Hopefully we pull a Sting card. Hopefully we pull a Homicide card. Maybe we'll pull that Samoa Joe card. What do you guys think of TNA currently, in its current form, and their partnership with WWE? Was you a fan of TNA back in 2008? Now, we discussed in the last episode of the TNA packs that I do have a couple of issues with this pack. The insert cards, I don't really like the insert cards in this set. I think they're kind of corny a little bit. But I don't want to talk too bad about them. I just think they're different. They're different. They were different than what most wrestling cards did. If I'm being honest, they were different. Woo! Christian. Hell yeah. Christian Cage. TNA. That is a great face, Christian Cage. Like we do over here. Base cards over here. We got a Curry Man. Christopher Daniels. We've got a Rhino. Rhino is such a great dude. I've had the opportunity to hang out on shows with him. Chill with him, talk to him and stuff like that. Very cool dude. Recently, I'd say it was last time I talked to him was last year. Super cool dude. Very nice guy. Very genuine guy. Great worker at that. And I noticed that I seen that back. I seen the card that was behind this. That's why I'm stalling. Because if I'm right, we just pulled another card. We pulled another one of our gets that we wanted to get. And as you can tell, right there, the man Homicide. Right there. Right there, baby. Homicide is the second card that we pulled from our pull list. We've been hunting packs, WWE packs. We did a old school WWF pack. We've done an AEW pack. And we've been hunting, and we've only pulled 2 of the cards that we wanted. GG Dolan from the last pack, from the last series that we did last week. And then Homicide from this week, man. It looks like this train, this Wrestling Pack Challenge train is picking up. Choo choo, baby. Hell yeah. Yes. And then the last card in this pack, it seems to be a Booker T with the Muscle Ink. See, this is an insert card. I'm not really feeling this. Like, it doesn't translate very well. You know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather see a card of like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather see Booker T on the front of the card. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the insert cards. But we are going to go through the backs of these cards just like we always do. Christian Cage, gifted grappler, hockey player, Curry Man, one of the great luchadors of our time, Rhino, the Man Beast Rhino, the War Machine Rhino, number 9. Then we have Booker T from the Muscle Inc. And then we have the top card of the night, the top card of the day, Homicide. Right there, baby. Boom. Yes. Homicide is the card for today. If you enjoyed this video, just like we always do, we've got to promote the rest of our stuff. If you love pro wrestling and you want to hear pro wrestlers talk about the pro wrestling business, I have a series that I do over on the Fight Club Wrestling Academy YouTube channel. It's called the Pro Wrestling Shoot Series, where I go in and I talk to wrestlers, indie wrestlers throughout the Midwest, and I give them one question to answer, and then we have a sit down and we talk about it. Sometimes they're complex, sometimes they're fun. And as you can tell at the end of this video, we are up to 10 cards in this set now. We've got no doubles. That means there's no eBay card that goes up. Yes, I have an eBay thing, but this series is more about learning about wrestling cards, talking about pro wrestling, and having fun collecting in a hobby that I love, because not only do I love pro wrestling cards, but I also like pro wrestling. It's not just a hobby for me to make a bunch of money in. Wrestling is a passion project for me. So if you guys enjoy that stuff, if you enjoyed this pack, let me know down below which card that you liked. Other than that, y'all, I'll see you on Wednesday at 5 p.m. for the next drop. We are going to be dropping another 2022 NXT Panini card from the 2.0 series and see if we can't get a cool parallel or anything like that. Much love, everybody. Take care. Peace out. See you. Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. As you can tell from the title of this video and the pack in my hand, we are back in the house with some 2022 NXT 2.0 cards from Panini. We are here today on the first time on a Wednesday at 5 p.m. Maybe we'll start doing this again. Maybe we'll start doing this on Wednesdays. We're going to see how it goes. But before we jump into this pack and we start discussing this pack, we need to establish the rules for anybody new who sees this. Just because they've got to know the rules of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, and they are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company around the world, from any era. It doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, New Japan, AAA, WCW, TNA, indie companies that have wrestling cards. If they are a wrestling pack of cards and we can find them and buy them, they are free for us to open. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series end when the set is done, or as done as it possibly can be, considering the age of some cards. Each video, each pack is a smaller video that's a part of the larger aspect of this Wrestling Pack Challenge. And number 3, the wild card and discussion section of this. That's where we discuss our favorite cards, the cards that we're looking for in pulling, and what we've got left to go in this set, and any other oddball conversation that we can come up with. That's the point of this Wrestling Pack Challenge. It's to get to know these cards. It's to have fun opening these cards, not just looking for the big hits, but talking about pro wrestling, because that's what we love. And what we are looking for in this set, Solo Sikoa, doesn't matter whether it's parallel, numbered, autographs, base cards, that's what we're looking for. Finn Balor and Gigi Dolan, that's what we're looking for. We pulled a Gigi Dolan black and gold parallel in the last episode. And I have a trivia question for you guys. Something new that I'm going to try to do. Trivia questions. Trivia questions that gets us talking about pro wrestling. Who defeated Dolph Ziggler in April of 2022 to win the NXT title? Who was that? Let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll talk about it in the next pack of the NXT 2.0 cards. But up to date, let's update what we've got going on in this pack for now. We've got 28 base cards, 2 green parallels, 2 silver parallels, 3 NXT alumni base cards, 1 NXT highlight card, and 1 black and gold parallel. Sorry that I didn't look at you guys when I was saying that, but I have it written on a note card because I couldn't remember all of that. It was just too much for my old brain to remember. We've got a lot to go. This set, without parallels included, has roughly 400 plus cards, so we've got a long ways to go. The last pack we opened, we missed 8 cards because 8 cards were doubles. You guys know what we do with the doubles. Those doubles go over to the eBay store, blah, 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 blah. But I think you guys are ready to get inside this pack and see what we've got going. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready for the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby? Ah, we are back in the blue box, beating up on these wrestling cards. And just to let you guys know, we have a total of 37 cards pulled. That's base cards included. In the final tally, up here in the corner, you'll see it pop up there. I have 450 written there. That's not including the base cards because it's hard to tell how many actual parallels they are. But for the sake of the video, in the final tally, the 37 up there, right up there, I do have the parallels included in it. But if we get more than what's labeled in the top corner up here, that's cool with me. The odd thing about some of these packs is that some cards have more parallels than others. So that's why it's hard to gauge exactly how many cards, particular cards have, which parallels, which cards have parallels, which cards don't have parallels. From all the information that I've found, it's not very clear on which ones have which ones. It just gives you a base thing. It says like green parallels, silvers have this many, greens have this many, black and golds have this many, but it doesn't tell you which cards or which cards have those and which ones are included in each one of those parallels. You see what I'm trying to say? So having a big giant number up there of like 4,000 cards, that's an estimate, like with all the parallels included. But you have 400 and something unique cards with the base set, which is, I believe, 125. And then you have inserts, which is the NXT highlights. There's another 1 or 2 insert cards, and then you have all of the versions of all of the autograph cards, numbered cards, and stuff like that. It's WWE, the way that they do their cards is pretty dang wild. And I will stop talking right now, and I will get into this pack. I think I've updated you guys on pretty much everything that we can. And what has been your favorite card that I pulled so far? My favorite card pulled so far is actually that Gigi Dolan one that we pulled from the last episode, because honestly, that's one of the cards that we were looking for. We were looking for a Gigi Dolan card. She's now back on the indies as Priscilla Kelly. So if you were a fan of Gigi Dolan, go check her out on her social medias. Go check her out and stay up to date with her on all of her independent stuff. You know, just because they leave WWE or they leave AEW or they leave TNA or New Japan or anything like that and they go back to the indies doesn't mean that they're not good wrestlers. And it doesn't mean that you have to stop supporting them, because, you know, they're most likely, most of the time, most indie guys or most wrestlers that come from the systems, the signed talent systems, they still do the same stuff. They might have different names, but they still work the same for the most part. You know, so go out and support them guys. You know, they need it just as much as the WWE guys and all those guys do. Let's get into this pack. Ooh, we got a Tony D'Angelo, baby. Rookie card. I'm eventually going to get an updated camera. I'm working with a GoPro right now, and they don't really have an autofocus on these things. So the cards might come out a little bit blurry. Kenny Williams. Base cards go over there. Valkyrie. She's up on the main roster now. Alba Fire. I think these are pretty new so far. I don't think we've had any of these guys so far. And this pack actually looks pretty decent. Primate. Mark Coffey. Did you like any of these? How did you guys like NXT UK? Did you guys watch NXT UK back when that was a thing going? I love European wrestling. I think it's a very unique style. It has a lot of elements of like old school catch-as-catch-can style wrestling, which is where, you know, wrestling originated from. Cruz del Toro, he's up on the main roster now. I believe he's on the main roster now. Amela, I don't remember I don't remember how to pronounce that girl's name. Emile, we're just gonna call her Emile. Sorry if I butcher names. I'm not good with names, people. I'm sorry. Katana Chance. Mark Andrews. We haven't pulled any big ones yet. It looks like Gigi Dolan is still the same one. The top one. Joe Coffey. Ooh, I see a green parallel. Santos Escobar. There's Santos Escobar with Braun Breaker right there. Ooh, Drew McIntyre. There we go. Who do you think this green parallel is going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? You got your guesses? So this will be our third green parallel. We don't have any more silvers yet. These are all base cards right here. This is an alumni card. Kenny Williams, green parallel. Hell yeah. There we go. And then we have an NXT highlight card. There's 15 cards in this pack, and it looks like we have Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, The Way. There we go. And you know how we do this. We go through the back sides of the cards too. It looks like 2 of the top cards we have. 3 of the top cards right here, right here. The Drew. We've got Tony D'Angelo. Kenny Williams base card. And we got the Kenny Williams green parallel now. Valkyrie. I know she goes by another name up on the main roster. God, what's her name? I gotta stop doing these things so late at night. Oh man, I forget what her first name is. We're just gonna call her Valkyrie because that's cool. She had a super dope match with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, I believe. I thought it was a good match. You guys might not think so, but I think she had a good match. Alba Fire, Primate, Mark Coffey, Cruz del Toro, Emil, Katana Chance, Mark Andrews, Joe Coffey, Santos Escobar, Drew McIntyre, The Way, and then we had the green parallel from Kenny Williams. I will have to say that my favorite card so far out of this pack right here is right here, none other than Drew McIntyre. That guy's on it now. Great character work, massive heel, brutal in the ring. He always looks so real and brutal in everything that he does, which is awesome to me. And that's the end of this video. The same thing that we always do. If you enjoyed this video, go check out all the stuff that I have. Go check out all the social media, the Facebook, the Instagram. Check that out. Go check out Fight Club Wrestling Academy. That's where I do a pro wrestling series, a pro wrestling shoot series, where I sit down with pro wrestlers from the Midwest area and I ask them one question. And we sit down and we talk about it. Sometimes they're fun questions. Sometimes they're serious questions. 9 times out of 10, there are always questions about this pro wrestling business that we all love so much. Whether you're a fan or a worker, we love this business. And I want people to respect and love this business as much as I do. Other than that, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Stop by this coming Sunday when we open the first pack of 1991 WCW Impel Cards. We're going to have that. And then I have some more coming. You might see a mail time coming up in the future, depending on when this mail gets here. We know me and the mail, we have a little bit of issues sometimes. We've got a little bit of heat sometimes. But other than that, guys, check out the eBay store. That's how I keep all this shit running. And other than that, guys, much love. Take care. Peace out. See you next week. Maybe not see you next week. See you next episode. Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. And as you can tell from the title of this video, and you can see the pack in my hand, we are moving on to the 1991 WCW Impel Cards, also known as the Stomp Collection. Before I jump into this, and before I jump into the other stuff, I have a favor to ask you guys. If you enjoy these videos, shoot me a like and shoot me a comment. Those 2 things help more than you can think. It helps boost that algorithm. But something else that I need to ask is I need you guys to understand the rules of the Wrestling Pack Challenge. especially for all you new people who might see this. The Wrestling Pack Challenge rules are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company, any era, around the world. It doesn't matter if it's indie cards, pro cards, if it's a wrestling card and then it's in a pack and we can buy it, we can open it and we can collect it. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series ends when that full set is complete. Each video is a smaller portion of the greater Wrestling Pack Challenge. Number 3, the wild card and discussion section of this wrestling cards that we love so much. That's what I like to do. I like to talk about wrestling cards, and I like to talk about wrestling in general. So that's why we do things a little bit different here when we're opening up wrestling cards. We're not working and we're not pulling just for the big wins, the big money cards. We're pulling these cards to talk about wrestling cards. And we're going to talk about this pack right now. This pack, this set, the WCW Impel Cards, was WCW's, technically speaking, first national release. They had the WCW NWA Wonderama cards that came out in like 88, 89, but that was a regional release. This was the first national release. This was on the heels of the 1990 Galoob figures. So, this set has 164 cards, I believe. It's a base set, no big giant cards. There's only one major card in this set, and that's the Sting hologram. I don't know if it comes in packs. I'm not sure how we got that card, or how you get that card. If it comes in packs, I'll do some more research on that, but we're definitely going to be looking for that card. And the way that we're doing this set, since it's different, and the way that they did this set is different, we are going to be looking for single cards, right? Not unlike the rest of the series that we've done. The reason we're looking for these single cards is because when WCW did these cards, they did 13 Sting cards. They did 3 or 4 Jim Ross cards. They did Steiner Brothers cards. They did Doom. They did El Gante. They did Ric Flair, Lex Luger, Sid Vicious. And all of these cards, there's multiple versions of these cards. They're all different images on the cards. So instead of saying, hey, I'm going to collect all of the Sting cards, because relatively that could be very easy to do, I want to collect certain cards. And the first card besides that hologram card is Sting number 8. And the reason that I have Sting number 8 as my top card is the Sting number 8 card features my good buddy, the bad boy Bob Cook. Bob Cook, a great wrestler in his time. He might not say so, and I'm going to make sure that I send this video to him so he knows that I'm talking about him. My good buddy Bob Cook, the man with the best punch in wrestling. And that's one of the cards that we're going to be looking for. And in particular, when we look for these cards, we're also going to talk about the history of the card. Because the Sting number 8 card, the image of that card, of Sting and Bob Cook on that, the Bob Cook rookie card, that image was from 1990. In particular, January 3rd, 1990, on an episode of NWA WCW TV at Center Stage in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the type of history that people don't talk about when we're talking about pro wrestling cards, man. And in particular, with this set has a lot of little instances like that. The next card that we're going to be looking for is Sting number 4. And then we're going to be looking for Steiner Brothers number 113. It's got an image of Scott Steiner like this on his knees, potentially right after he did a Frankensteiner, because he always hit that pose after he hit a Frankensteiner. But other than that, you guys, are you ready to get into this pack? Are you ready to get into this pack? There's all kinds of cool information about these packs, like the Bob Cook rookie card with Sting on it. Bob Cook trained by Boris Malenko, the great Malenko. Also the fathers of Joe and Dean Malenko. three great wrestlers on top of that. The history of some of these pro wrestling cards is stuff that you guys don't know, and that's what I'm aiming to try to do with this professional wrestling card wrestling pack challenge series, baby. Are you ready to get into this pack? Let's go! We are back in the box. The blue box, the illustrious, the legendary blue box. We are back, and we are getting ready to open WCW cards. Now, the interesting thing about these cards, for me in particular, is if you know anything about my history, if you've been on this channel and you've watched this channel for a long time, you know that I grew up as a WCW kid. So I am familiar with a lot of these guys. I remember some of the feuds in this time period, although my old brain is a little foggy sometimes, especially when I like to record videos early in the morning, the night before video drops. I do like to do that for some reason. I don't know why. But something interesting about these cards, guys, is these cards tell a lot of stories in them, because a lot of these cards, the images on the cards were taken straight from the TVs. They weren't posed. It was taken straight from the ringside photographers, the ringside TV cameras and stuff like that. So like, there's angles on these cards that if you go back and you try to find the matches on like YouTube, or if you can find them on the WWE network and stuff like that, you can actually see when these pictures were taken. So like, if you do a little bit of like research behind the stuff, it can be pretty fun about finding out exactly where the cameraman was at when that shot was taken. It's pretty fun to try to do, especially if you love WCW. So going back and watching some of these WCW shows, in the process of trying to research these cards, so I could have a little bit more to talk about, because you know these cards are from 1991. You know, I'm old, I forget things. You know, so I had to brush up, guys. I had to brush up. But like I said, we are looking for Sting number 8 with the Bob Cook rookie card. We are looking for number 4. That's Sting with the big gold belt, because he was also a champion at this point in time. And then we're looking for Steiner Brothers number 113. But are you guys ready? Here we go. Ooh, we got one. We got Rick Steiner with the Bulldog. Heck yeah. Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. Looks like there's Tommy Wildfire Rich in the background, maybe. Sid Vicious with Sting. Doom. Butch Reed and Ron Simmons. Wildfire Tommy Rich. That looks like it's Scott Norton, maybe? Maybe not. That right there. And then Dutch Mantel. A lot of these cards a lot of these images were taken from their shows. So a lot of them were taken at Center Stage in Georgia. There was another one, South Carolina. They did a lot of shows in South Carolina for NWA Pro. They did a lot of shows in like Gainesville, Georgia area. Dutch Mantel, go out and check his podcast that he has out. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool podcast. If you're into wrestling podcast, the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S. Hayes, and I'm not sure. I can't tell who that was right there. See, like you can tell in the background, like that's not your stereotypical arena. You know what I mean? So like it's super cool to see these things. Lex Luger with probably Scott Steiner, maybe? Rick Steiner? Jimmy Ross? Jim Ross. That's another card I really like. I've always liked this card because Lex looks freaking jacked as hell, and he's got that 5 o'clock shadow beard. I think Lex looked super badass with the 5 o'clock shadow beard. Ooh, we got a Sting right here, baby. Not number 4 and not number 8. And then we got Terry Taylor. And then last but not least, we got Jimmy Garvin, Fabulous Freebirds. Perfect. Let's go through the backs like we always do. Like we always do. Sid Vicious number 30. Ricky Morton 97. Scott Steiner. Rick Steiner, the Steiner Brothers 109. You remember we are looking for 103. Ron Simmons, Butch Reed. Tommy Wildfire Rich. Still active out on the indies, doing the circuit still. Dutch Mantel. Jimmy Garvin. Michael P.S. Hayes. Legendary tag team, guys. If you don't know about the Freebirds, you need to go check out WCCW at the Sportatorium. Watch some of that old stuff with the Von Erichs. Legendary matches. Lex Luger, number 20. Jim Ross. Fabulous Freebirds, number 122. Terry Taylor, number 73. And Sting, number 12. What do you think is the top card out of this set so far that we've pulled? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will let you guys know the next time that we pick up a WCW Impel card set. Another thing that I'm getting ready to do is I want to start working out some of these sets. So a lot of the content that we're going to be doing is going to be a lot of the same sets over and over and over and over again. I want to start trying to get some of these sets complete. I don't want to keep jumping into new cards and new cards and new cards. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I appreciate you guys. Go check out all the stuff, all the clickable links around here. Go check out the Fight Club Wrestling Academy YouTube channel. That's where I do professional wrestling interviews. We're going to be doing those again in the future. I'm not sure when, but we are going to be doing those in the future again very, very soon. Go check out the eBay store. That's how I'm able to do all of this stuff and keep this channel running. And go check me out on social media. You can find the link down in the description box below. And thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Take care. Peace out. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. And as you can tell from the title of this video, in the pack in my hand, we are back in the house with NXT 2.0 from Panini 2022, baby. 2022, baby. And I have a question that I've got to ask you. If you enjoy these videos, you enjoy the Wrestling Pack channel, challenge, not channel, give me a like, shoot me a comment down below, and let me know, because those two things help me more than you will know. And the next question is, do you know the rules of the Wrestling Pack Challenge? If you've been a long-time viewer and you've been following the Wrestling Pack Challenge, you know the rules, but if this is your first time, you're about to find out. The Wrestling Pack Challenge rules are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company around the world from any era. If it's a wrestling pack and we can find it and we can buy it, we can obtain it and we can collect it and we can open it. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series ends when the full set is done. Done, complete as we can possibly get it. Each pack, each video is a smaller video inside the larger aspect of the Wrestling Pack Challenge. And last but not least, the wild card and discussion section, which is one of my favorite parts of this video. And that's where we get to talk about professional wrestling. We get to talk about these cards. And that's what we are going to do right now. In the last episode of the NXT series, I had a question for you. A trivia question. Who beat Dolph Ziggler in April of 2022 to become the NXT champion? And that's none other than the man right here on this pack, Braun Breaker. We have an update of what we've got so far. We have 52 cards completed out of this set. We have 44 base cards, 2 silver parallels, 3 green parallels, 1 black and gold, which is none other than the Gigi Dolan black and gold parallel, and we have 2 NXT highlights. I'm counting them all together, but some of these are parallels, some of these are bases. The numbers that you will see right up there in the corner eventually when we get into the pack opening don't technically count all of the parallels, because when we talk about these packs, we have 400 unique cards, but within those 400 plus unique cards, we have tons of parallels. So that gets into the thousands. And instead of having a bunch of text on the thing, I'm just going to put it right there. And I will update you guys as we get more and more and more and more. But the people that we are looking for in this set right now, we are still looking for more Gigi Dolan. We've got 1. We are still looking for Solo Sikoa rookie card. Parallels, autographs, it doesn't matter what it is. We are still looking for Finn Balor cards. Rookies, not rookies. Parallels, autographs, inserts, it doesn't matter. But that's what we are looking for. Are you ready to get into this pack? Let's go. Back in the blue box, beating up these NXT cards, baby. Yes, we are. Now, what I said in the original clip, the first clip, we have 52 cards total. Now, when I talk about this number that you see up there, and I have 450 up there, I believe it is. That's basic unique cards, not parallels included. When we get into the parallel section of these cards, right? You have to think about how many you have. You have 199 silver cards. You have 149 blue cards. You have 99 purple cards. You have 75 black and golds. You have 49 teals. You have 25 2.0s. You have 10 golds. And you have 1 black. So, like, that's each card. So if you have 450 unique cards and you have parallels of all of those, you can see how these cards stack up, right? Like in the amount of the cards stack up a lot. So that's why I have that 450 up there, because it's 450 unique cards. We will go, as we go through this series, I will tell you guys what we have base card wise, insert cards wise, total cards wise that we have collected so far. So here we go. We have Sanga. There we go. He's number 1. We have A-Kid, who's now also Axiom. We have a Dante Chen. I think we have a Dante Chen already. That might be a Dante Chen parallel that we have. I can't remember if it's a non-parallel or not, so we're just going to sit that one right there. Amelia McKenzie. I think she's new. We have Robert Stone. He's new. Ike Manjiro. He's a new one for sure. Yulissa Leon. I think she's a new one also. Kit Wilson. I don't think we have any kits either. Zaya Brookside. I believe she's a new one too. Elsa Dawn. I think we've already got an Elsa Dawn. What we do with the we don't include doubles in our sets. When we do get doubles, we throw them up on our eBay store. Lash Legend. I don't think we've had a Lash Legend yet. Zach Gibson. Ooh, Asuka. Heck yeah. There we go. There's another green parallel in here. I do see a green parallel right behind this card, but we got an Asuka. This is part of the NXT alumni. So if you can see the difference in these two cards, right? You have that card with the gray border, white border gray right there, and then you have the white border gold right there. That is the NXT alumni card. So NXT alumni. Ooh, we have a Boa parallel. Okay, Boa. And then we have is it a numbered one? Nope. And then we have a Io Shirai and Zoe Stark NXT highlight card. There we go, baby. Alrighty. Let me see here. We will pick these up and we will go through the backs just like we always do. Sanga. A-Kid. Amelia McKenzie. Robert Stone. Ike Manjiro. Yulissa Leon. Kit Wilson. Zaya Brookside. Lash Legend. Ah, no. Zach Gibson. Asuka. Boa. The NXT highlight, that's the back of that card. We've got Dante Chen and we have Elsa Dawn. Other than that, y'all, that looks like we have the top two cards right here. Which one's your top card out of this? I think I'm gonna have to go with the Asuka. I really enjoy Asuka. I've liked Asuka for a long time. Asuka's the woman. I wish they'd do more with her, but it is what it is. I don't have any control over that. Other than that, you guys, this is Jaysin Static signing off. Go check out the Fight Club Wrestling Academy. Check out the Pro Wrestling Shoot series. That's where I do interviews with pro wrestlers around the Midwest. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, we'll be able to get back into those eventually. And then go check out the eBay channel. That's how I'm able to do all of these videos, because we are not monetized on this channel yet. Even though we have over 1,000 subs, I am not monetized yet. I'm pretty much not allowed for as far as I know. Hopefully I can get back to it one day to where we can get this channel monetized. But other than that, go check out that place. Go check out the eBay store, because that helps me out a lot. Much love, everybody. Take care, and see you this weekend, Sunday. Just like always. And also, last but not least, see you on Friday for another video as well. Special video on Friday at that. Special video. Take care, much love, peace out.